25 to 30 pitches, used his entire pitch mix. Didn't look like he was favoring it at all. So the next step is Tuesday. He'll throw a 3 to 4 inning simulated game to our guys, and the hope is that if that goes well, be active the next weekend.
Do you feel like this period of time, obviously the tree's not ideal where your rotation's at, but do you feel like this reset may prove to be better for you in the long run?
I do. I think if you look at the last few years with a lot of our pitchers, they've kind of had a little reset or a break or a blow kind of in the season. And I do think that this 2-week, 3-week situation is going to reset them and be able to finish the rest of the season strong.
I know you talked about evaluating with him coming back. Is it an extra evaluation that he was going to slot in for when he does return between now and then to the rest of the rotation?
I think that conversation is going to happen. But right now, obviously, we know that Michael's taking the start today, and we'll see what happens his next start. And so, outside of that, it's going to be Tony on Tuesday, and then Noah, and then Clayton on Thursday. So, once we get to that point, then obviously we're going to have to make some decisions.
Dave, outside of one start, Grove's been pretty good this year. What do you like the most about him and how he fits in when you guys call him?
I like a lot about Michael. I'd say, outside of the character part of it, I think the pitch mix he has the ability to get lefties and righties out. There's a good fastball in there. When it's good, it's commanded really well. I like the slider versus righties. I like the curveball. He's tough, and we've put him in some tough spots in the sense of the up-down escalator, the spot start, but he doesn't run from it, and so this is no different. It's a big spot right here, but he's well equipped for this ball game.
In the spring, it looked like his velo was up from where it was last year, and then during the regular season here, it was kind of back to normal. And then during his rehab starts, it was back up again. Is there something he kind of figured out, or something when he was here, he just maybe wasn't letting it go all the way?
I don't know exactly that answer. I do expect, everything that we've seen or heard recently, he should be pitching in the mid-90s tonight. He's strong, he's physical, but sometimes with pitchers, just a little mechanical thing gets him out of whack, and then the velocity doesn't kind of show as well as it could.
Did it feel like there was a little bit more in the tank with him that first stint up here, especially with how good he looked during the spring that you guys are hoping to see now?
Yeah. He's an easy guy to bet on. Like I said, he's a tough competitor. I know he's excited about making a start here, and it's gonna be fun. He's gonna go out there and give us a chance to win the game.
With the lineup, I'm just curious, like, make second base more of the last week or so. Is that by design, or has that been because of Haywood and Peralta?
I think it's a combo. I think Jason and David are earning more opportunities to take at bats, and also I think that we're running Miguel out there, Vargas out there a lot. And so, if there's a chance to get him off his feet for a day to watch a big league baseball game, I don't think that is necessarily a bad thing.
What's been different about David just the last few weeks or so that's sort of trending back upward?
I think he's controlling the strike zone considerably better. Balls at the belt is a strength of his. And I think, when he was not going well, the spin down below the zone is he was really victim to, and grounding out to the second baseman and the first baseman. So I think that when he's staying at the top of the zone or kind of mid-level and using the big part of the field, the quality of contact is much better.
He said he probably was trying to do a little bit too much that first month. Is that something that's probably a little more natural with the guys sort of coming into a new environment, especially not being in a lot of winning environments early in his career?
I think that's natural, yeah. And I think that you can see that being a little over-aggressive, the chase. And so, I think with anyone, it's like if you can control that strike zone, you're going to have better opportunity to consistently be a better hitter. And so for me, I don't look at the batting average with David. I don't look at the OPS because the last month, like I said the other day, is every time he's in there, I feel like he's going to give us a quality at bat.
With Garrett on the mound, obviously, 9 of his 12 starts, he's allowed 2 runs or less. You guys have obviously been scoring big pension of runs this season so far. Your thoughts on kind of the game plan and what you'd like to see from your guys' at-bats?
He's one of the best in baseball. He's essentially coming home, Southern California, and so it's high velocity. It's a plus changeup. It's a plus secondary. I think with Garrett, it's just more of you have to be able to temper your motions in the box. If you try to do too much, take too big of a swing, he's going to get you. But if you can kind of try to lock him in the strike zone and take what he gives you, go to the big part of the field, you'll get slugged. But you just can't overswing against a guy with overpowering stuff.
Dave, Taylor Scott, I think I saw him walking around. What's his status?
We might have a potential IL move with one of our relievers. So if that comes to pass, then Taylor will be active. Potentially tonight. So after this scrum, I'm going to go in there and talk to the trainers, and then we'll see if we make that decision.
With Peralta and Hayward, they both only batted a handful of times against lefties. I know veteran players like this. When did you have to get that buy-in from them? Was that something that happened in spring training? They sort of knew their role? Or
I think that they looked at the back of their baseball cards.
Sure.
So the buy-in was pretty easy. I think that everyone wants to be in there, Eric, but also the smart players understand their weaknesses.
But we've been able to do this before, like Jock Peterson and
Yeah,
Andre
you
Dier.
did, yeah.
They would say like, I still think I can hit lefties, but like at a certain point.
And at a certain point, you look at their baseball card,
Yeah.
and they look at their baseball cards,
Yeah.
they realize the manager was right. So fortunately that these guys understand that when they don't face lefties that often, it's good for everybody.
Do you hear the manager was right?
Only when I say it. With all the information now, they suss it out. Believe me.
This is making like
baseball
shit.
The
many
manager
iPads.
doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm great. I just need a chance. And I go, oh shit. I guess I'm not as good as I thought I was, or my agents tell
Just
me.
send them their baseball reference link or whatever.
yeah,
It's
that's
the first
right.
page.
Yeah, just because the fans love them, they